Hello there, beautiful souls, and a special, radiant welcome to all of the magnificent Leos tuning in today. I am your guide here at Cosmic Wisdom, and I have a feeling you are here for a reason. You've felt it, haven't you? That subtle shift in the air, that quickening in your heart, that quiet yet powerful hum telling you that something extraordinary is on the horizon. My dear Leo, please draw close and listen with your whole heart, because this coming Sunday, the final Sunday of August, is not just another day on the calendar. Oh no, this is a cosmic clarion call, a divine appointment from the universe that you simply cannot afford to ignore. Now, I am not here to bring you a message of fear, but one of profound and beautiful awakening. A great cosmic gate is preparing to open just for you. A powerful cycle is culminating. And if you are truly ready, your magnificent creative soul is about to be reborn. I invite you to journey with me to the very end of this message, because we will explore the 5 sacred stages of this spiritual awakening that are poised to forever change the way you see yourself and your world. Pay special attention to the 3rd stage, where a messenger, a catalyst, may enter your life carrying a truth your soul has been waiting your entire life to hear. Before we dive into this incredible cosmic current, I want you to do something to anchor this energy right now. This is a powerful act of co-creation with the universe. In the comments below, I want you to boldly declare your readiness. Just type, "I am ready to unleash my radiant power." Let's fill this space with a chorus of powerful intentions. And if you haven't already, my friend, please press that subscribe button to become a part of our Cosmic Wisdom family. We are a community of souls growing together, and I want to make sure you never miss these life-altering updates tailored just for your magnificent spirit. Now you may be wondering, why this Sunday? What makes this day so uniquely potent for a powerful Leo soul like you? There are countless days that drift by, one after the other, but deep within the unseen architecture of the cosmos, a monumental energetic shift has already begun. Imagine great waves of solar energy, of pure golden light, washing over our world. These waves are touching every soul, but for you, dear Leo, ruled by the heart of our solar system, the sun itself, this is a homecoming. It's like a celestial bell of awakening is ringing, and its frequency is tuned perfectly to the lion's roar of your heart. As your guide on this path, I have had the privilege of witnessing so many incredible cosmic turning points for souls across the zodiac. But I must tell you, what I am sensing for you right now is different. It is more than just a strong planetary alignment in your birth chart. It is a spiritual vibration that is rising like a great golden dawn, signaling a profound and unstoppable awakening. You see, Leo, in this grand cosmic play, you are not a mere spectator in the audience. You have been cast in a leading role. You are the one the universe has chosen to shine. There is a beautiful spiritual teaching that reminds us that nothing, absolutely nothing, comes to us by chance. Every joy, every challenge, every moment of heartbreak, and every quiet victory has been a part of your soul's intricate and beautiful journey. Every seed of warmth, of generosity, of courage, and of love that you have so freely planted in the world, even when it felt like it wasn't returned in kind, has been seen by the universe. Karma, my friends, is not about punishment. It is the flawless energetic accounting of the cosmos, and every ounce of light you have given is now preparing to return to you, magnified and multiplied in ways that will leave you breathless. This cosmic call from the universe never arrives as a threat. It comes with a gentle yet undeniable power, like the first rays of dawn breaking through the night, visible only to those who have the courage to face the morning. This Sunday is your dawn. It is a karmic gateway, a pivotal moment where you get to consciously choose your path. Will you continue to operate from old habits and limiting beliefs, or are you ready to pick up the golden pen and begin scripting a magnificent new destiny? I want you to understand this with every fiber of your being. You are not being punished for your past. You are being awakened to your future. All those little signs you've been noticing, the repeating numbers on the clock, the strangely perfect song on the radio, the vivid dreams that feel more real than waking life. These are not random. These are the universe's gentle whispers, its loving attempts to get your attention, to tell you, my beloved child, you are ready. For too long, you may have dimmed your own magnificent light to make others comfortable. You have been the pillar of strength, the warm heart that supports everyone else, often smiling on the outside while your own spirit yearned for more. But from within that quiet sacrifice, a brilliant light has been growing, and that very light is now leading you to the greatest opportunity of your soul, the chance to return to the full, glorious, and unapologetic truth of who you are. When this energy gate opens on Sunday, the miracle isn't that you will magically step into a brand new world. The true miracle is that you will begin to see your current world with brand new eyes. You will see with the eyes of a sovereign soul who has walked through the shadows and has bravely chosen to become the light. Stay with me, my beautiful friend, because that third stage of awakening, where a soul may arrive in your life as a mirror to your own majesty, might just be the missing piece of the puzzle. It will help you understand why you were born with a heart so big, a spirit so generous, and a light so bright that it is destined to illuminate not just your own life, but the entire world. What is coming towards you now is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of divine design. We've all experienced it, haven't we? Those moments that feel so perfectly orchestrated, they seem to defy logic. You think of an old friend, and moments later, they call. A recurring dream nudges you awake at the same time every night. A sequence of numbers, like 111 or 555, seems to follow you everywhere until you have to smile and ask the universe, okay, I'm listening. What is this message for me? My dear Leo, I am here to tell you that the universe is not speaking in riddles or coincidences. For a soul like yours, which carries the fiery, creative energy of the sun, every sign and every sensation is a direct confirmation of your power. Your intuition, your creative impulses, and your heart's desires are the very language of the cosmos. And in this sacred and potent week, I see something with absolute clarity. An event, a truth, or a person is moving toward you with divine purpose. It is your destiny calling. When the magnificent sun card appears in a reading for Leo, it signifies a time of unparalleled clarity, vitality, and success. It speaks of a moment when you are about to unlock your innate radiance, a power that may have been buried under self-doubt or the opinions of others. But your light, dear Leo, can never be extinguished. It has only been waiting for you to claim it, and that time is now. There's a beautiful spiritual concept known as divine timing, which means that a seed planted long ago will only bloom when all the conditions are perfect, when there is enough light, nourishment, and space to grow. Your soul is that seed. Your incredible creativity, your boundless warmth, your natural leadership, and your deep compassion, all the things that make you so uniquely you, are the fruits of good energy you have cultivated over lifetimes. These are not weaknesses. They are your superpowers. I know there have been times you've felt lost, perhaps even alone in your brightness, like you were walking a grand stage with no script. But the truth is, you have always been guided. You may not see the hand of the universe, but you feel it. You feel it in that sudden spark of a brilliant idea, in the encouraging smile of a stranger. In every moment, your heart swells with passion for a new project. None of this is meaningless. You, Leo, are a symbol of courage and the heart's pure fire. Because you carry this radiant, expressive energy, the mundane, material world can sometimes feel restrictive or dull. But that is also precisely what makes you a powerful bridge to the spiritual realms, a conduit for divine inspiration, creativity, and joy. Let me ask you this, and be honest with yourself. Have you ever had an idea for a project that felt so inspired it seemed to come through you, not from you? Have you ever heard a piece of music or seen a work of art that moved you to tears, as if it touched a forgotten memory deep within your soul? If you have, then you are already living within the beautiful, orchestrated flow of destiny that the universe has arranged for you. Something wonderful is coming your way. It could be a message, an opportunity, or an event that seems small on the surface, but will unlock a door to your own creative genius, and from that moment on, nothing will ever be the same. And do you know what the most beautiful part is? You are ready. You don't need to prepare, or practice, or become someone else. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, already knew this moment was coming, and it has waited patiently for you to be brave enough, confident enough, and trusting enough to receive this magnificent gift. A wise teacher once said that the mind is the architect of our reality. Nothing can come to you from the outside that you have not first called forth from the inside. And my dear Leo, you have been calling this forth for a very, very long time. From the days you poured your heart into a creative project with no expectation of reward, from the times you stood up for someone who couldn't stand up for themselves, from every moment you chose love over fear. All of those actions have been charging your energetic field. And today, the glorious reward is arriving. Believe that every message will come at the perfect time, and you will recognize it not with your logical mind, but with the unwavering certainty of your heart. Have you received a sign or a strange coincidence recently? I would love for you to share it in the comments. I believe that every detail, no matter how small, is a piece of your magnificent destiny unfolding. And who knows, when you share your story, someone else in our Cosmic Wisdom community might realize they are on the same beautiful, sunlit journey as you. You are a part of something so much greater than yourself, Leo. You are a beacon, and everything that comes to you now is the universe's loving response to the light you have so freely shared. And you know what, my beautiful friend? There is someone coming toward you. Not everyone will be able to see them for who they truly are, but you will feel their presence instantly. Because this person doesn't just bring a message, they bring a frequency, a vibration of pure, supportive energy. They are a messenger from the universe, and they are set to appear within the next 72 hours. Are you ready to recognize them? Do you believe that someone can be sent into your life, not to stay forever, but simply to open a door you had forgotten was there? I ask you this, Leo, because I know your generous heart has so often been the one to open doors for others. And now, as the cosmic energies swirl and intensify around you, the signs are becoming clearer than ever. Perhaps you've already met someone, even for a fleeting moment, whose presence felt like sunshine, instantly warming and illuminating the deepest parts of your soul. And from that moment on, you were never quite the same. Just pause here with me for a moment. Take a deep, calming breath and ask your heart, has such a person or such a moment ever happened to you? In the next 72 hours, such a catalyst may appear. They might look perfectly ordinary, an old friend reaching out, a stranger you strike up a conversation with at a cafe, or even just an author whose words on a page feel like they were written just for you. But please, do not underestimate the profound impact of a soul sent by the universe at the perfect time, in the perfect place, for the perfect person. From a spiritual perspective, this is a manifestation of energetic resonance. The meeting of souls is never accidental. It is the result of countless energetic threads weaving together across lifetimes. And when the timing is divine, the souls who are meant to connect will find each other, even in a world of billions. You don't need to explain it with logic, because what connects you to this person isn't based on language or history. It is based on vibration. When two souls touch through these waves of pure energy, no words are needed. You just need to be present, with your magnificent heart wide open, and receive. Leo, you carry a powerful, radiant compass within you. Your intuition is as bright and clear as a sunbeam. You feel the creative potential in others. You ache when you see injustice, and you love with the full force of your entire being. And because of this, you need to be seen, not just by the world, but by yourself. And perhaps you haven't truly seen your own magnificence for a very long time. And now, the universe is sending a mirror. The one bringing this message doesn't just carry information. They carry an opportunity for you to see yourself reflected in a new light. It could be a word of encouragement that lands perfectly, a compassionate gaze that sees past all your defenses, or an act of kindness that awakens a sacred memory of your own worth. This person could be an old soul from your soul family, returning in this lifetime to help you heal and remember your power. They come not to take your light, but to amplify it. They don't come to hold you back, but to cheer you on as you take center stage. They are the mirror for you to see your purest, most powerful self, without judgment or fear. And if you are awake enough, you will realize this person didn't come from outside of you. They came from the silent prayer for recognition that has been living within your heart. I want you to try something very simple for the next 3 days. Observe the world with your heart. Let every encounter, no matter how brief, be an opportunity to touch the sacred. If someone says something that sparks an idea, write it down. If you notice someone echoing a thought you just had, pay close attention. If you find yourself running into the same person 2 or 3 times in a short period, just smile. You are stepping into a zone of powerful cosmic convergence. I know you have given so much of yourself, Leo. You are used to being the sun, giving warmth and light without asking for anything in return. But no one can always be the one who shines without once being touched by a light meant just for them. And I believe, with all my heart, that in the next 72 hours, someone will reflect that light back to you. It might be a timely compliment, a moment of deep listening, or a word of validation, but these seemingly small things will carry the power to heal old wounds you didn't even know you were carrying. If you have ever had an encounter that changed you from the inside out, I would be so honored if you shared that story. Perhaps your experience will be the catalyst for another soul in our community today. Because this channel is not just a place to be heard, but a place to be seen, to be felt, and to be celebrated. Leave a comment, a sign, a piece of your story. You might be the very messenger another Leo soul needs to hear from today. And if, after 72 hours, you still haven't seen anything clearly, please do not be discouraged. You might be waiting for a miracle to arrive, but sometimes the greatest miracle is the patience and love you offer to yourself. Sometimes the messenger doesn't come from the outside. They awaken from within you. Perhaps you are the one carrying the message for someone else, and by simply being your authentic, radiant self, you have already lit up the world.